But I think there's a lot of things that are really exciting happening in this church. I just want to take a minute to share that with you, of things that you can get excited about that are happening with us. And this is probably the weakest one, but facility upgrades. It's neat to see just how we're able to engage with the monitors, and how we've cleaned up the wires and the cabinet's gone, and the children are watching the TV, but even things that you're doing before I got here, which is cleaning up the back area, is that from a physical perspective, and the state of the facilities is very important because it's the first thing that visitors see, and it shows them what we think about this place, or what we think about each other. We take good care of the property because we believe it's God's property, and we should take good care of it, probably our own. My office is way cleaner than my room at home. Secondly, Hispanic outreach. I know Zeal is so excited about you and your group. I can't tell you how excited. It is just so comforting to me to be leaving the parking lot and seeing another group of brothers and sisters coming in to worship God. I love it. How this facility is being used so much more than it was, and we're connecting with brothers and sisters who speak a different language, but we've got the same heart. How about children? We got some of those running around. And, Nancy likes this one, children's leadership. How long has it been since you've been able to sit in here? You can't see. It's been a while, right? And so we're actually in the process of possibly interviewing someone who could take the lead in our children's department. And more on that later, depending on how that goes. This is where I spend a lot of my time this week. DTS stands for Dallas Theological Seminary, and I love to just say DTS, but I have to remind myself. Not everyone knows. It's Dallas Theological Seminary. And so I'm auditing a class on Wednesday mornings, and this class is on church revitalization led by a world-renowned scholar, Dr. Malfers. And he's written, not hundreds of books, but it's probably 20s or 30s, and he's very well respected. And so I went on Wednesday morning, and with his blessing, I said, hey, this is who we are. If any of you want to come on and help us as part of your class project, you're welcome to. And so out of a class of 11, we had 7 write their names down that would be interested in helping us. And so things we have to look forward to is this group will help take us through the mission process and the vision process. And it's not them doing it, it's them helping us through it and dumping tons of ideas towards how we can be effective in reaching this next generation. As we talked about the struggle of reaching millennials and the younger generations, it's a huge struggle. And it's going to take a lot of prayer, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and change is not going to happen quickly. It's not going to happen quickly. And so having their help, and some of them might even want to come here on a regular basis. You should see several that will come throughout the semester. But they're going to help us, and they're going to help us put together a strategic plan. And so we've got this great mission, a great vision. Well, how do we put it into action? And so we'll be working with the elders. There'll be more of that to come. It's not listed here, but I also got to meet with Rick Owen from Pathway Church in Burleson. And just really excited about ways that he might be able to pass some wisdom on as far as what he did in his church and why that was successful in a time when it's really difficult for churches to grow and revitalize. Okay, so the challenge this morning. Easter is coming up in 10 weeks. And so I want to throw this out there right now. If you could maybe think of anywhere between 1 to 3 names, maybe 1 to 3 families. Most likely I'm thinking about the profile of maybe an exile, somebody who's used to go to church but they've strayed away. Maybe they used to go to this church but they got tired of the uncertainty of the way things were. But I'd like for you to just consider, this is on the back of your outline. Just consider 3 names. Say, I'll pray for so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so during the next 10 weeks and invite them to our Easter service on March 27th. And so this is an opportunity for all of us to regroup together, maybe those that have fallen away. I was talking with a really good friend last night. I love this man. He's one of my groomsmen, but he's not plugged into a church regularly. And so I'm going to be praying really hard for him. And I'm going to be constantly inviting him to come be part of what we're doing here. So I believe God's in it, and that we've got a very bright future. And there's lots to be excited about.